I'm Chelsea Guo.
And I'm Ben Laude.
And today we will be singing some of Mozart's most famous piano melodies. That was horrible.
Should we try it again?
Yeah.
If you didn't see our Chopin video where Chelsea here sings some of Chopin's most famous melodies, what we pointed out there is that piano teachers really love to say,
in order to play Chopin well, you have to imitate opera singers.
well, it's the same with Mozart. If you've ever taken Mozart to your piano teacher, she might have said back to you, hey, have you ever heard any Mozart operas? And that's when you said, Mozart wrote operas? So we played a little bit of this famous Mozart piano sonata. Seems pretty lyrical to me. Let's try singing it, and I want to see what you think. Just that tune, what would you say?
I think the beginning phrase is quite vocal and quite operatic, but when you get to this thing, that is 100% an instrumental thing.
In many ways, he's just quoting all kinds of different musical topics. We have the brass coming out.
What I love about this is it's a mix of what could be vocal, what could be very instrumental and orchestral, and what is purely pianistic.
The phrase marks at the beginning resemble, if anything, bowings.
It's really more bowing. It could be sung, but
And this could be definitely...
I hear strings.
And yet, my piano teacher said, go listen to a Mozart opera. She might have been talking about the second theme. Now, I'm just going to start playing a couple bars before, and I want you to come in. And if it reminds you of anything, just start singing it, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
I think so. This time, let's stay with the Mozart, but sing the Verdi text. Let's see if that works, okay? It works.
You know what it does? It fits the Italian very well.
Yeah?
La donna è mobile. It actually accentuates just the right syllables. But certainly in Italian, at least, which he wrote in often, but this would be a two-syllable word, like vento.
Just thinking about, Pavarotti or somebody singing La Donna è mobile.
La donna è mobile, qual piuma al vento.
When I get here, it helps me feel the breath of
La donna Well, you know what? What's beautiful about that melody is it swings. La donna è mobile or mobile, ta-da-dam vento.
La donna mobile, la donna
Rigoletto.
La donna mobile. Is that how it goes? The next part of the Verdi?
Yeah.
But I thought we could jump to the second movement. Shall we right here?
Really uncomfortable to sing, but also
How much of that is just the key we're in or the range?
I think
register?
that has to do with the fact that you don't really casually stretch up to a high B flat all that commonly in a Mozart aria.
There could be a vocal line like that somewhere. It's
There
not
could
out of
be.
the
I
question.
mean,
right, and the turn, which
Sure.
is a very pianistic thing. I mean, I guess,
Yeah.
do singers turn like that?
Yeah, we do. I mean, but I don't think in like operatic arias you get this kind of ornament willy-nilly. It doesn't just come everywhere, like kind of the 3 times in the first 2 measures already.
It's also a little unnecessary. I mean, the voice can sustain, it can
Right.
grow in volume, and this, a lot of ornaments on the
Yeah.
keyboard are meant
To
to
give
keep
more-
that note going.
Exactly. I think that you make a great point that this serves the purpose of what a crescendo on the D would do in the voice. So if we did
That sounds like it could
That-
have been a melody.
exactly
In an opera, yeah.
Exactly.
Mozart actually wrote down, probably for one of his students, a decoration of the main theme.
You know what else he did that for?
What?
Ach, ich fühl's, which is one of the most popular Mozart arias ever.
Ach, ich fühl's, es ist verschwunden.
But he wrote it, it was actually a very simple melody, but now it's one of the most decorated and difficult melodies to sing because he ornamented it for the young girl that he wrote it for.
So let's pick up right where we left off, because that's right where his embellishments begin that he's written in. And let's just see how you get through them. So, and here we go.
That wasn't even a chromatic
Don't
scale.
stop. How do you feel?
Horrible. Why did you do that to me? That was,
I thought it was really dramatic. I
it
don't know how
was
vocal.
dramatic. I don't know how vocal that is.
You guys have chromatic
We have
scales,
chromatic scales.
but they're usually falling, aren't they?
No, I mean there are some. It's more romantic of
Oh,
a
okay.
notion than it is a. And also, I don't think that it's written in like a fitting 9 into half a beat. It's like in Romeo and Juliet.
Tchaikovsky?
No,
Prokofiev?
Gounod.
No. I don't know.
That's horrible. That was a terrible job.
So what about this part? Is
You're
that
playing the wrong accents.
what?
It
What-
goes towards the.
This isn't a piano lesson.
Okay. I don't think you would find that written, and I don't know that a lot of singers would do that
Yeah,
if they
it's-
were ornamenting this. It is quite a bit of.
you just don't get a lot of little
It's just.
tiny, slidey chromatic
I
things
mean,
like
it
that,
depends
maybe?
on the text. Why?
Yeah.
Why would you? What's the purpose of adding it? But on the piano, it adds a very specific character.
Mozart knows what instrument he's writing for. And
I mean,
especially when he,
didn't
adds
need. This was all a waste. He didn't need us to say that.
he didn't need... Should we just let the music speak for itself?
Maybe.
I'm gonna stop making videos. Can we get off this piece? I
Yeah,
want to
let's-
do some other piece because
Yeah.
we've spent enough time in 332. I'm going to stay in F, the second movement of his K467 Piano Concerto. So first, why don't we play it and
Okay.
hear what it sounds like when the
I'm
pianist plays it.
sorry.
Let's make it into a duet. And show off?
It's just a trill.
It's a really good, that's a good Mozart trill.
Thank you.
No wonder you're such an accomplished pianist. Did I mention that Chelsea Guo is an accomplished concert pianist and soprano? She's in fact the winner of the Young Concert Artist Competition 2022. And the first ever, as I understand it, to win in 2 different divisions, both piano and voice. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm having fun.
Good, you should. And we're really lucky to have you. So what a beautiful theme. One of the most beautiful themes he wrote, which makes me wonder, is that a vocal kind of melody? Shall we try it in the voice?
Sure.
What key do you want it in?
C, please.
Try anything. Give me, I can do
C sharp.
You want me to do like A double flat major? I'll do it. Okay, I'm gonna play it in B sharp major. Is that okay?
Okay, that's fine.
All right, that's how I
That's good,
that's
that's
how I
good.
think of it.
Okay, good.
Oh my God, I missed my moment.
You
That's
missed
me.
it. That was the whole point.
Oh right, this is a
You're
duet.
supposed to sing it, remember?
Mi, so, fa, fa. What?
Don't sing solfege.
What?
You just ruined the whole thing.
I ruined it. I was singing the notes. Okay, so what syllable do you want?
Just sing it on ah.
Okay.
Ah. You don't have to re-articulate it. It's just on an ah.
Okay. And
Close enough.
oh my God, that was really good. That was just like he wrote it that way. Or are you laughing at me? What's wrong?
It's really funny.
That's funny. I got it. I'm gonna get it this time. Ready?
Okay. For dramatic effect.
That was good.
That was good.
We should take
You
this
know
show
what
on
that
the-
felt like to me?
What?
It felt like, again, later romantic opera, like in Traviata, where Violetta sings like this, and then in the distance, kind of off stage, you hear this like beautiful, kind of short little melody, and then she's going, I'm like, wow, like that. That's what that felt like. So that's why I added dramatic effect.
Would you prefer it if I were off stage?
Yeah, this is the Chelsea show now.
Let's move to actually, I want to jump to the third movement.
What am I gonna sing in the third movement?
Yeah, this is, definitely not singable, I would imagine, right? This is just like kind of a frisky, Allegro movement. Maybe that's something that would be in an opera, but not sung, and
No, not
certainly
sung.
not this, I would imagine. When
I
the
would imagine
piano
that's
comes
the
in.
scene where like Cherubino runs around. He's like,
Yeah, and he's running around. He's not singing. He's certainly not singing this. He's certainly not singing that.
No.
Right? Let's attempt this in the voice. So I'll try it in A, and I'll try it a little bit slower. Hey, that's pretty good, no?
you know what? That's the thing at the end. That stuff is very vocal.
You think so?
Very vocal run. But this stuff, this is literally written for the hand.
Right. So
Like it's literally 1, 3, 2, 4. Yeah.
And he does these a lot in his concertos and,
Yeah.
and sonatas and otherwise. Where you kind of have 4 notes or 6 notes
Yeah.
in one direction, a little bit of a turnaround,
Yeah.
but not this kind of zigzaggy
That's
spider
That's
thing.
very specific to
for
the piano.
fingers.
It's for
It's very
this direct.
fingery.
It's not even. I don't even think it's on stringed instruments.
Yeah, that wouldn't be so
That doesn't
easy.
make sense. I think it's very much a pianistic thing.
When somebody says, oh, this is like an opera, oh, yeah, it's because it's a lyrical line, right? But no, it's also these
Mozart wrote
runs.
lots of runs.
All kinds
Lots
of runs.
This
sort of.
run shows up in the Exultate, this kind of thing, right?
Oh, yeah? Yep. Let's listen to a little bit of this performance. I think it's a pretty good one. Let's see if you recognize the performer.
This was live.
It's coming up.
I'm lip syncing. Can you lip sync? No, lip sync. Do you think we shake our head for vibrato?
That's not vibrato technique? What about this?
Yeah, definitely.
Play that part on the piano.
I think.
Yeah. Just watching you play it, I'm like, what piano sonata is that from?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking of a melody, a piano piece that is played often. Let's see if you know it.
I've never heard that before.
Really? I wonder how it would sound in the voice. You pulled that off.
I think that's pretty vocal.
I would have thought that this is...
It's both pianistic and vocal, right? I think what's different about the way pianists and singers do it is that pianists, what's beautiful about the keyboard is that it can really articulate. And when you sing these lines in vocal music, you want to hear, of course, articulation. We don't want to hear muddled, but also you want to have a real sense of legato through runs. Of course, it's a stylistic choice. Some singers like Cecilia Bartoli is famous for having those really highly articulated runs. But most will think, kind of like, you know how your piano teacher tells you to play all of your runs like they are a melody? Or maybe, yeah, mine did at least.
Yeah, play everything like a melody.
Yeah, so treating it with every single note having value and things like that. I think as pianists, it tends to be really easy to just treat it like a scale.
So surely if there's one thing that I can find that's not vocal at all, it's this.
I mean, when I was learning this, because I learned this a while ago, my teacher said the same thing to me. You need to go listen to opera. And I said, well, you know, I kind of sing it. And he said, no, but you really need to go figure out what the sound you want from this is. What is the expression that you want from this? And I turned to the fabulous opera Idomeneo. And I think this is all of that kind of drama. It opens at the same time kind of with this, like, kind of like this. Even though it's in a different key. And then, but it goes. The same feeling as what we have here, this opening. And then we suddenly have forte, a piano. It's like that really intense chromatic kind of drama. That's just like what happens in the quartet. I got to sing that quartet. And when I sang it, I was like, I can't believe this is Mozart. That type of like expression is just so on point for this sonata.
I'm curious about C minor because did Mozart write any vocal music in C minor?
He did indeed. Als Luise die Briefe ihres ungetreuen Liebhabers verbrannte.
One more time.
Als Luise die Briefe ihres ungetreuen Liebhabers verbrannte.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, that one, right? You know it.
Of course I know it. No, actually, I do know it because when I was in college, I played for singers, and actually a lot of student singers sing this.
It was one of the first things I sang.
It's actually a really dramatic little piece. I would point out also just the... And then,
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
I mean,
Yeah. Also, I love it because I feel like in all the C minor works, it kind of has that like subito expression in it, and this one certainly is. I mean, the text is all about going back and forth between, I love him, but I want to burn everything that he ever gave me, but my heart is going to melt.
yeah, that much reminds me of...
I can imagine. Almost like the first phrase kind of has this kind of punch to it, the same way that the first erzeugt kind of has. And then when it comes in legato later, it's kind of like that melting away of like, oh, but I kind of still love him. Let's try it like that.
It's so dramatic. Yeah.
Let's try it.
I'll try to keep up with you this time.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Ready? One more time. I see what you're doing now. Ready?
Yeah, let's take a rest.
Yes.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so we talked about C minor, but I think D minor is like Mozart's real key. I mean, think about it. This is the key that the Commendatore scene is in Don Giovanni. And also the Queen of the Night when she sings her aria. Those pieces, which are super, super, super dramatic, are all in D minor. Didn't work later on, but...
Wait, no, that was nuts.
Right?
That totally works. And just this...
Yeah. Because
This first exposition in this piano concerto is an overture to a dramatic opera.
It is.
And when the piano enters, it's
Ooh,
like it's the singer enters for
could
the
be.
first time.
It's not quite a vocal line, but let's try it.
Let's scoot it down to A minor.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm done.
So we're staying in D minor. This is Mozart's Fantasy. And one of our illustrious tonebase artists, Sarah Davis Buchner, actually teaches a whole lesson on this piece on the tonebase platform. And she refers to it as
less a work for the pianist than really a kind of a miniature opera.
the first theme we get, I don't think could be any more vocal.
Let's try it.
Okay, so first there's... There's this flourish on the dominant.
Don't include that. That's so
I'm including it. So vocal, so operatic. What is it about this theme that could have just been ripped out of one of his operas?
I could imagine that this is kind of like a despair moment where you have and then and then it's really subito. I almost imagine this is actually not vocal. Maybe like the instruments.
Both of them? Or
No,
that?
that-
I was
the
going to
echo.
say the opposite. I thought this sounds like it's instrumental.
That's
then
true.
you
That's true.
answer-
It could be either way.
And then now together with the ensemble.
And
That's
then
really beautiful.
probably just the winds go up high.
It's really
Well,
cool.
that would be gorgeous. It's amazing how much of this is reminding me of like romantic opera, because this is kind of reminding me of a less tragic scene, but like of the famous aria. And she's singing it because it's kind of like this person that I just met and this name I'm going to repeat over and over to myself. So it's kind of like that, like that kind of breathless feeling. I can imagine that being there.
Absolutely. And when we play it on the piano,
And then breath.
absolutely.
Almost like the heart is pounding.
Now, on the piano, I'm
Oh,
wondering-
this is like the heartbeat.
That's very. Oh yeah. But you know what else is? What I wonder is, the moment I play that on the piano, it's decaying, and that's why we use our accompaniment to simulate that. Can I hear that one more time in your voice? I just want to have the pleasure of actually hearing that note crescendo right there. I'll do it. Now I'm down an octave. Now I think this is very instrumental, but it could be. Could you sing it? I mean,
We could try.
now sing this. High five.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and ring the bell. And if this content was interesting to you, check out the premium platform because we are doing a course on finding your voice at the piano. We just talk about vocal technique and piano technique and tying everything together.
And everybody needs to watch it who cares about the piano.